It's Alex McCumbers here with Forever Classic Games. I'm hanging out with the developer of Turbo Overkill, which is the type of boomer shooter that we all really enjoy here, very similar to Ultrakill. So Sam, if you would, please introduce yourself.
Hey, yeah, I'm Sam. I am one of the guys behind Trigger Happy Interactive that has made Turbo Overkill. Yeah, I started playing Doom when I was like 6 years old, and from there I kind of jumped into the modding scene, and I did a lot of Doom mods, a lot of custom maps, and from there I guess I just naturally evolved into making my own games, just because I just love it so much.
Now, you mentioned Doom mods. I gotta ask, what's your favorite or like most impressive Doom mod you've ever seen?
I like action Doom. It's not technically crazy amazing, but it's fun. I have fun playing it. But it's so hard to keep up with these days. Just seeing the modding community for that game explode in the way it has is there's just no way anybody can play all the content that has come out of that community.
Now, this particular genre, the quote-unquote boomer shooter, I call them retro-inspired shooters, but these have really kind of picked up. There's like a renaissance happening in a way. What do you think about this big movement? I mean, I feel like a kid in a candy store half the time.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of it, to be honest. I mean, and it just seems to be that they're evolving so fast as well that you have so many games now that are retro-inspired, but they do their own thing. Like Forgive Me Father, which is one I really want to play, that recently came out, it plays like a retro shooter from what I've seen, but it doesn't look anything like a retro shooter does. It's like got that amazing hand-drawn art style. You got other games like Nightmare Reaper, which is it looks very retro, but it plays completely differently from a lot of traditional boomer shooters. It seems to have evolved in a way that is they're just turning into their own things now.
Now, what was your kind of like design goal with Turbo Overkill? Because the demo already is very impressive. A lot of the moves kind of chain together. You have varying movement tech, lots of cool weapons, alternate fire stuff. Like, what particularly did you want to bring to the genre?
When I started out the project, I mostly just wanted to make the game I wanted to play. And I mean, at the end of the day, when I look back on it, it doesn't really do much new stuff. But at the first I wanted to just say, I want to make a game that just makes you feel like a badass, excessive amounts of gore. If it doesn't make you feel like a badass, if it's not fun, like just take it out of the game. And a lot of the mechanics, like the sliding mechanic, the chainsaw slide, that kind of came in. A lot of these mechanics that ended up being staples, they just got chucked in by accident. It was just me like messing around with a prototype in Unity, and I was like, okay, this is all fun to play. Let's try and evolve this into something legit. And for the last 3 years, that's just basically been my goal is to just take Turbo Overkill from this little prototype that I made into a full-fledged game.
Now, you guys have just released, I think, not even a couple hours ago in early access. It's going to be the level-by-level situation from what I've understand. Are you really going to hone in and watching the community play and kind of use that to develop, or what's kind of your strategy here?
Yeah, most definitely. The first time I've ever seen anybody play Turbo was at PAX West last September. And after seeing people play it, it's just been so inspiring. Also, it's kind of fun just watching people break the game and find ways to finish levels that you wouldn't expect them to. But yeah, we definitely, any feedback we get, we're just taking it all on board. Because, the people playing the game, they're the ones who know what kind of game it is. I'm isolated in my room most of the time working on it on my own. I don't have people I can bounce it off and say, hey, is this a good idea? I mean, I have Apogee and they've been great, but most of the time it's just me in a room. And if I make something that I think's cool, I think it's cool, but no, the people playing it, they know what's good, right? So we definitely want to be, we're definitely taking on as much feedback as we can from the community. That's a good thing about early access is, if I were to release this all at once, all 3 episodes, it may, it'd be what I want, but it might not be what the community wants. And the way by doing early access is if we put episode 1 out and the community comes up with all these great ideas of, this is good, this is not so good, we can course correct as we go to make it, refine it in a way that everybody's going to like.
Cool. And again, that's Turbo Overkill on Steam. Catch it in early access. And if you like what you see, there's a Discord and such people can find. So definitely find the social medias because this game is super cool. And obviously, it's right up our alley. So anybody who's into my content at Forever Classic Games is going to be right up your alley, I promise you. So thank you very much, Sam. And we'll move on to the next one.